Photoshop Project 5. We are on Stage 3, creating a complex mask. We're going to mask out a good section of the ballet dancer's layer, and in order to do that, we're going to use the Select Focus Area option. So we want to begin by selecting the ballet dancer and hold down your Alt key, and as you're holding your Alt key, click on the eyeball to turn off all of the other layers, and then go to Select Focus Area. In your View menu, you want to select On Layer, make sure you have Preview turned on, and we're going to select the Subtract tool. And with that, we're going to start to take out some of the sections. If you need to change your area brush size, you can do that at any point. We're going to take out this section that runs along her leg, and it might take a couple of tries to do that. Alongside of her body, between her head and her arm, and as much as you can get by her feet. When you're satisfied with that, we are going to output this to a new layer with Layer Mask and select OK. Our auto selecting makes a pretty good result, but we also have some other areas that we need to deal with, and so the next thing we are going to do is to open the channels and take a look at the Ballet Copy Mask. Our Layers panel, we did that copy, and there's the mask, and our Ballet layer, original layer, is no longer visible. And we'll be working with the Layer Mask. Make sure that's turned on. Your layer mask should be semi-transparent. If it isn't, you can double click on the proxy to open up the dialog box and change the opacity to 50%. Say OK, and then turn the mask back on again. In the Tools panel, you're going to restore the default black and white if it's not already too black and white. You're going to select a brush tool, and you're going to select a hard round brush, 100% hardness, 100% opacity, 100% flow, and you can adjust the size of the brush at any point. Remember that painting with white is adding visible area. Painting with black takes away. So we are going to be painting with black to take out more areas. That works really good for the larger areas. I'm going to change my brush down to a 100 pixel size. I'm going to zoom in on the feet. I need to go to a smaller brush than this to work on the smaller areas. As you move the brush along, and again, make sure that you have 100% on the hardness. You can touch up and take out anything that you need to. You might find some stray pixels that you need to take away. We're going to refine the edge using another technique. We're just trying to go through and take care of the bulk of the issue with the image. On the dancer's head, you're going to want to swap your colors and paint in with black to bring her head back, as well as the crown. And of course her eye. If you press your X key, you will toggle back and forth between the foreground and background color and swap them. You can also use your left and right bracket to change the size of your brush. Shortcut keys are there for you to use, so take advantage of them. You're going to need to paint her hand back in. You can then hide the layer mask, and in your layers panel, make sure that the mask is still selected and click the Select and Mask button in the Properties panel. Make sure again that On Layers is selected, and on the right side of the workspace, change the edge detection radius to 1 pixel. Go back up to the View mode and view onion skin, and set the transparency then to 25%. You can then go back in with your brush tool, add to selection, and we can work to again do more repairs to the hand. Remember to change your brush size down. Again, make sure Layer Mask is selected in the Output To menu. And then you can select OK. In your Layers panel, you can make all of the layers visible. Let's get this to fit on screen. And click the Valet Copy and drag that above the Rectangle 1 layer. Then you can save your file and continue to the final stage.